Hey guys, I wanted to do a folding knife review video for you. This knife is a CRKT, Columbia River Knife and Tool 5250. This is a collaboration between Columbia River Knife and Tool and Brian Tighe, a Canadian knife designer. This is essentially a production version of a custom knife. The custom has a few little bells and whistles on it, just a cool little effect on the blade. Just a couple other little things that make it custom, I guess, and worth a lot more money. But I wasn't going to spend $500-600 on it at the time. I bought this quite a while ago, and I've actually since handed it off to a friend who carries it religiously every day, likes it quite a bit, and I asked him if he minded if I'd have it back for a day to give a review on it. I had one of these. Replaced it under warranty through CRKT. I've got some good experience with it and figure we can talk to it. So this knife is overall 9.13 inches long. Blade length is 3.87. 5.1 ounces of Oz 8 steel. Hollow ground blade, drop point, and it's a lockback design, or so they say, or so they call it. It's nice and quick. As you can see, it's a CRKT. This is their Nirk Tighe. It's got cool little pivot point hardware on there. It's kind of like an atom design. Of course, the belt clip, 4 position. Sorry, I said 4. It's actually 2. So it's right hand, tip up or tip down. Can't left hand carry this knife. So that might be something to take into consideration. Pretty cool. It's got a nice flowing design on it. Oh, dog's deciding to pay us a visit. That's sharp. Come on. So yeah, it's nice. It's quick. It's got a pretty cool sound to it when you snap it out. Of course, it's all steel. Definitely comes out with some authority. I've never known CRKT to skimp on their opening mechanisms. It's ball bearing in here. I used to own the Carson M16 or M21, both of them actually. Those were nice and quick to come out, really nice. This one in particular, one problem that I did run into with many of my CRKTs is the pivot points loosen off really quick. So I'd always Loctite them. My friend ran into that problem, and he actually lost one of the screws. So we've only got one side on this this rear post. So it's a little loose. Still works. I had to put it back together when it came apart because the roll pin up here is chamfered. It'll only go in one way, and it was forced in the wrong way when I got it to repair, but we got it good to go. I think he may be sending that back to Columbia River Knife and Tool sometime to get them to throw another screw in there for him. But yeah, it's real quick, good in hand. I mean, you look at all that skeletonized steel there, you'd think it would be uncomfortable, but it's not. You can feel that there's it's not like you have a G10 grippy handle or anything like that, but it's not a tactical knife either. It's just a nice everyday carry. They actually make one smaller than this, but I quite like this one. So they call it a lockback design. The spring is actually built right into the frame. You can see when you back here, when you squeeze on it, it actually pivots right to the front and lifts up that lock bar and closes down. It's a flipper design, as you can see. It's kind of a cool designed flipper. Just kind of a little nub that points up. Give it a twist, and there it is. You can also thumb deploy it with these holes, but they're not perfect for that. And the flipper can hit your index finger while you're doing it. I prefer just to flip this knife. But yeah, it's a little bit loose at this point. It's been through some abuse and daily carry for more than a year now. I know it's been, might even have been 2 years since I sold it to him. It's been a while. I originally had this knife before I had it replaced under warranty. One problem I had with it, and of course this is Oz 8 steel, like a lot of CRKTs are. I was cutting down a couple branches when I was out with my son. We were setting up a deer blind, and I just wanted to get some small branches to put over top. And I actually puckered the blade and just put a little kink in the blade down here. Wasn't overly happy about it, but CRKT, I've been through warranty with them a few times, and they're really good. Now, guys, I'm not going to call CRKT a premium brand. I'm not going to say they're Spyderco or Benchmade. A few other brands that I'd consider higher end for sure. I'd consider CRKT a mid-range, mid-level entry knife, not an entry level, but although they do have some lower end stuff as well. But if you get into their higher end stuff, like the CRKT Nirk Tighe, like the Carson M21, M16, you get into those knives, they're pretty good quality, and they back them up really well. Well worth it for the price. This one right here, trying to remember how much it was. I meant to write that down for you guys. I think it was about $129, but I will verify. I'll find a price for you guys and put it in the comments below or in the description. I think it's around 120, 125, something like that. But I'll find out for sure and leave it in the notes below. Anyway, good little knife. If you have any troubles with it, Columbia River Knife and Tool takes care of their customers, in my experience. And yeah, they'll hook you back up if you have any troubles. So if you have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them below. And have a good night.